Hi, this is Darlene Darragh from Home Sale Diva Century 21 Dreams, and I'm your host today for a podcast that's about renovating. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the most common budget busters when you're renovating, whether it's a kitchen or a home, but in particular a kitchen. What do the pros say is the biggest issues that are going to cost you a lot of money and blow your budget apart? Okay, so the number one reason that renovation projects go over budget is about choosing upscale products and finishes. How many times have we been there where we just can't make up our mind, and when we actually survey people, when they started looking at things, they ended up picking way more expensive items than they had originally budgeted for. So that is the most common thing that will rack up your budget very, very quickly. There's ways of getting around that. Let's take a look at, for instance, cabinetry if you're doing a kitchen renovation. You can get even builder stock kitchens, and it's a lot cheaper than going custom, but depending on what you're doing, you can finish them in such a way that it's not that obvious. So if you really, budget is no issue, it's not a problem, but it will affect your budget. So upgraded finishes, custom cabinetry is the number one issue that really starts to blow your budget apart. It's not to say you shouldn't do it. It depends on the house, depends on the pricing, but you have to be aware that there's tricks to the trade, and you don't necessarily have to blow your budget just for cabinetry. So that's one of the issues. Another issue is special features. So for instance, if you're doing a kitchen or a bathroom, it's all those hidden things inside those drawers, the pricey add-ons that really can start to really add up and blow your budget apart, like pull-out shelves, access hidden portions of a cabinet, knife drawers, spice drawers, etc. They can add huge amounts of money. So generally speaking, one of the things that people are really demanding as a common thing in a kitchen is pot drawers. So that really is, even in the cheapest kitchen, it's a good idea to have those. But some of that other stuff, you're not necessarily going to get an instant return for your money. Another thing that is really big is countertops. Depending on what you're picking, will affect the pricing substantially. You can go with laminate kind of counters. Honestly, most people don't. If you're really renovating, you're really going more upscale. Granite and quartz will run, more expensive. But again, you can shop around. So really don't necessarily assume, especially if you're going to cabinet makers, that you have to get the counters from them. Shop around. So it's really, really important, and it can make a big difference. Another area is appliances. Appliances can blow your budget apart. I've had Sub-Zero fridges, absolutely fantastic, but they really now in Canada, they're ranging really approximately $10,000. Do you really need it? Same with dishwashers. So it depends the make. And again, look around because you can get some really good deals. So don't go to the first place. Try to bundle it and get a discount. Again, it really, is important. You have to know the area and the kind of money that you're putting into the house, if it's well worth it or not. One of the things is hidden cost. Depending on the age, there is always unforeseen issues that occur with renovations. Could be structural, could be unforeseen things like leaks. There is always something, and I'm often hearing from clients, if they're doing major renovations, particularly in an older house, when they start ripping out things, that some of the plumbing may need to be redone. Sometimes some of the things have to be changed, because once you're doing a renovation, you have to bring it up to today's code. So really factor in about 20% contingency for a renovation, particularly things like kitchens and bathrooms. So it really makes a difference. So again, that code compliance is really, really important. Doesn't mean it was put in badly the first time. It just really, might have been a code at that point. And the other thing that really ends up blowing people's budget is changing your mind, which can often cause delays, which, can add up costs. You can change your mind and you start to expand your project. That's another thing, where you started in one room and you think, it's creeping into the other. Now I'd like to do the next room, even if it's only like trims and things like that. So again, you have to keep control of what you're actually doing. Might be worth doing it at that time, but it may also be better to to postpone it and do it at another point. So I hope that this helps today. If I can help at all, email me at Darlene at Home Sale Divas, or call or text 905-484-4653. I'd be happy to help, with your real estate needs. So take care. This is our second podcast this week, and I'm really hoping that it helps everyone. All right, have a fantastic evening. Bye.